Yo, what's going on, guys? Gonna be showing you a build that is the most picked build in all of NA, and that is to rush Titanic first item. Titanic has a lot of on-hit damage. It gives you the AoE shove that Vayne lacks. She has 0 AoE damage in her kit. She can only hit one target at a time. So Titanic does quite nicely on that, having on-hit damage and AoE damage, plus AD, plus HP. It'll keep you alive. Pretty solid item for Vayne. You may be wondering, well, why not go Runon's Hurricane instead, since Runon's is an AoE damage item? The problem with Runon's is it messes up your W. If you have Runon's, it'll constantly reset your W if you're hitting multiple targets. Titanic doesn't work that way because it splashes off of the main target. Level 1, start Q. For your runes, take Lethal Tempo, Triumph, Alacrity with Coup de Grace, alongside Conditioning and Overgrowth. He's fighting us on our backline minions here. I'm going to walk him all the way down. He took a very nasty trade there. Auto attack Q reset. His jump was still on cooldown, so it made sense to trade in. Our Qs are shorter cooldown than his E, so a lethal tempo stack. If they try to trade with you immediately on your backline minions, that's almost never going to work out well for them. He's dead. Auto attack Q. Flash, down he goes. So for those of you wondering why he loses that, first of all, we had an HP advantage on him. Secondly, the second reason why it wasn't going to work is he kept trying to fight us on our backline minions, which is just like never a good idea. I'll go ahead and pick up refill control word, and we need to head back to lane. We had a cannon wave to catch, so we can come back and get a lot of XP. We'll have a huge advantage on him. As a melee champion, this is a general rule. It's not 100% true, but the majority of the time what you want to do is keep your HP as high as possible. The initial gold doesn't matter because neither one of you can spend it immediately anyways. So you keep your HP as high as possible. You hit level 3, then you can usually start to trade. But level 1, the ranged champion is going to have a huge advantage since they obviously have the ranged auto attacks. Auto attack Q reset. Don't know why it focused that minion, but alright. Missed that cannon. The way the minion damage was coming in is making it kind of tricky. We're missing a lot of the gold on these, but we're at least getting the XP, which is arguably more important for the first 5 levels, 5-6 levels, so you can hit your R faster. Our wave's going to push into him. It's reinforcing first. He has really nowhere to go though, so we know he's going to be nearby unless he's roaming. Can't imagine a G-Shield Tryndamere roam, no flash, no ghost is going to be that good. There's no reason to fight over there. Tryndamere's putting himself super far behind, doing whatever he's doing over there. I'd rather not fight this, but I do have item advantage. Gonna hit him with an auto attack. Push him straight into the wall. We're holding on to Q. That way we can get away if we need to, or stay on top, I should say. Max our W first. Auto attack Q reset. Down he goes. Really bad idea for them to try to fight that. There's no rush to use your E against melee champions. Now, if Nocturne was about to die, I would have had to use it sooner, but I wanted to find a cleaner angle to pop it off on. You don't want to use your Condemn too early on Vayne, or you can make things worse for your team. Kind of like an Owlstar who mistimes his headbutt. Vayne Condemn is very similar to that. Jeez, my minions are focusing things real wonky. I only have blue buff. I wish I had red buff. I'm going to float in auto attack on him. I don't really want to tank this whole wave though. That's really painful. He took a lot of damage for that, so I'm happy. The Titanic, the team at rush, is going to let us shove the waves really hard in. It lets you roam, and it also gives you the potential to split push a little bit better. Problem with split push Vayne without a Tiamat item is you can't push the waves very fast. We have a huge HP advantage. He can't trade with us here, so I'm going to look at him, auto attack Q reset, get our third hit in for our Silver Bolt. Max W first, Q second, and E last. He got our control. We're not a big deal. We got some value out of it before it went down. He's also missing golden XP right now. This is the type of matchup to where you don't have to go for a Tiamat early. If you're dominating lane and you feel like you can keep killing them in lane by freezing, you can do that. Instead, just rush for shield bow. Gonna push him into the wall. Auto attack Q reset. Down he goes. He didn't have enough fury built up when he went in for that. If he had full fury, he might have actually won that. Or at the very least, I would have had to pull back. I'm going to go ahead and reset. He has minion advantage. This should crash into me. I wanted to thin it out a little bit before I went. Once again, we are going to lose some gold, but we're building up an absurd XP lead to where I don't really care that much. So I'm going to wait for the ruby to build into my Titanic. The most important item in Titanic, if you're up against a point and click all-in style champion like a Zed, then the HP is usually more important. In that case, you can even take exhaust on Vayne. Otherwise, the T-Mat's the most important, so you can actually AoE shove the wave. Go ahead, get our R. Gonna miss a few minions to turret, but he missed wave after wave, so... In some ways, T-Mat makes it harder to farm, but overall, it is a massive advantage. Yeah. We're gonna keep him underneath his turret, force Warwick up here. There's no way to really freeze it once you do purchase the T-Mat, so do keep that in mind. If you feel like freezing is your best option, given the situation, go for a shield bow rush. Shield bow will keep you alive from burst. Bork can be your best option against tank tops who don't have a lot of all-in kill potential versus you, since Bork has some max health damage in it. Bork is very good for dealing with tanks. Warwick spot side, he just took dragon. Ooh, nice, we got that. Now we're gonna float in single auto attacks, let the float time of each auto allow us to get away from him underneath his turret. I did target champion only there. Took so much damage for that. Oh no, that's bad. Got it. We're really low though, we gotta leave. That was really, really sloppy. He's awkwardly tanky. Plus we went for the T-Mat, so we're missing a lot of damage. We certainly didn't have to force that. We could have played it slower. The only reason why I rushed it so hastily and honestly greedily is because he was level 5. I didn't want him to hit 6 because then he'd be even harder to kill underneath his turret. I was just trying to mop it up. We'll go ahead, pick up Giant's Belt into... We can even get Berserker Greaves here. We're going to get camped by Work here in a moment. On Vayne, the only time you really want to go for a plated or mercs is if the enemy jungler and enemy top are same damage type. Work does roughly 70% magic damage because his passive, his Q, and his R all magic damage. So going for plated wouldn't be super optimal. Plus their mid laner's AP. So if Warwick ganks or if the mid laner ganks us, it's not perfect. In situations where you feel like mercs or plated aren't perfect, you simply go for berserkers, especially when you're running lethal tempo Vayne top, which is really the only keystone to take on her. We can't really freeze this, but we can slow it down since he has such a minion advantage. You could be baiting me. Oh, hey, Nocturne. Nocturne gets the fear. Until I see where Work is, I'm not going to go out of my way to hard shove this. Alright, what is going on over there? I don't like this at all. I would rather farm my minions. I should be able to kite this out. He needs to go into the brush to break vision. I'm not going to walk into that brush. He can heal off me really fast. If I had a ward, I would. I'm happy with that outcome, though. All we used was our R, and he burned his R, and he's going to have to base. Tryndamere low. He can't do anything to me. We'll shove wave. I guess he's going to try to proxy, maybe? He doesn't have T-Mat, though. That's actually going to be kind of hard for him, especially on a cannon wave. He's going to take a lot of damage for that. We're 2 plates up on him. We're in a really, really good spot. You need to remember, the only champion who can actually kind of solo you on Vayne top is Teemo and Jax. I think you should go for the Teemo ban every time. Teemo's been, I think, kind of over buffed. With them buffing his blind art a while back, it's like 3-second blind or 3.5. It's a really long. You basically can't play versus it. Got it. Oh, he barely got me. Good for him. Well played. His blue smite, he caught up. He ended up getting the shutdown. Tryndamere's really, really low. Yeah, Warwick did a lot of damage on that one. We're sitting on quite a bit of gold that we can't spend. It's unfortunate. Warwick closed on us really fast there. I don't know if he had Ghost or what, but he got to us super, super quick. If I had a single sum Ghost or Flash or anything, that wouldn't have been close at all. You can do a trick with your Condemn where you can E them, and while your E's traveling midair, you can flash and change the angle in which they get pushed back, because it's based off of where you are once it hits them. So you can do some pretty fancy wall stuff. Hey buddy, I'm gonna run you down if you don't have Ghost. Yep. I have my lethal tempo built up as well, so I can push this wave pretty fast as I miss many of these minions. Warwick's gonna leave. He knows he can't fight me. I'm full health this time, and it's not gonna be easy for him to land R. I can tumble right as he starts it. That's what I'm gonna do here. I'm gonna keep floating in single auto attacks. He's healing a lot though. Give him that. Love getting that lethal tempo off the enemies as you poke them. It lets you shove the wave much faster. Warwick's about to arm me. I just got to keep moving. He's trolling. He's getting so much help top side. Yeah, they're going to camp me here. I don't have my R. My flash is coming up though. It's going to be a game of chicken of who kind of... if Tryndamere voice is slow or not. Oh, Warwick's not over here. I'll attack Q. Got him. I missed a shot onto the turret. I should have done my toggle to select champions only. The turret gets in the way a lot of the time when you're trying to click on people and they're underneath a general turret area. Makes it very challenging to actually click on them. So you press the tilde or whatever button you bound it to. And then even if the turret or Baron or Herald, some kind of large thing is in the way, you can still click on them. Kind of want to take this guy's it's like blue and Gromp. I don't think we'll have time though, since we're going for this play. Vayne isn't the fastest turret taker. On hit damage, whether it's from Titanic, Wit's End, Bork, it doesn't apply to turrets, unfortunately. So keep that in mind. Bork's gonna be coming top lane here in a second. Oh nope, he went mid. I still have my Condemn. As long as we have our Condemn, it can't really get to us. I'll go ahead and reset. I need to back anyways. Guess I can shove this first. Pushing power. Don't want to be swapping autos like I'm doing here. Makes you push a lot slower because you're not getting off your silver bolts. I'll reset on Cannon Wave. I'm not going to poke him underneath turret. I don't know where his teammates are. I also need to spend my gold. We're going to go Titanic into Rage Blade. Titanic does have good on-hit damage, and Rage Blade essentially doubles that every few autos. Every third attack, it applies the on-hit twice, which is going to be quite good for our Titanic and for our W, since our W's on-hit damage every third auto. We have a pretty big CS lead. We've also soaked a lot of ganks. Warwick has come top many times, which has taken a load off of our teammates. Hope you have Ghost, buddy. We barely got that. His dash was almost back up. He's not a high level and he doesn't have any CDR yet, and he also wasn't landing crits, so his dash was on a pretty long cooldown, but it was almost back up there. I was getting a little bit nervous he's gonna get away. We gave up some minions for it. It's worth though. It wouldn't be worth if we gave up 3 or more waves, but even with how far behind this guy is, it's worth. I see there's someone bot, someone mid, someone dead. We should be safe to push this in. Warwick's and Silas are probably going to be our hardest people to fight. As long as we save Tumble, we'll be good to go. I think Warwick might be coming top right now. We're the furthest person up on the map. This is gonna reset on us. We had a little bit more attack speed. We still got the Grom. Oh, Warwick's here. Oh, I'm dead. It's just too much. I don't have R, I don't have Flash, I don't have Ghost. There's no way for me to outplay that. Tryndamere dies because his R's on cooldown. Warwick ends up getting the kill. We are still taking the pressure, but ultimately, as a split pusher, your goal is to apply pressure and stay alive. Even if you get 0 kills, as long as you're applying pressure and staying alive, it's worth it. For example, if we pull 2 people top, we stay alive. In theory, the rest of our team should be able to win the rest of the map 4v3. So, oh, that's the trick, staying alive. Go for blue ward, control ward, and we'll have some really high damage now. An immense. Our Titanic's already done 600 bonus damage against champions on the on-hit aspect in the AoE. With Gunzu's, it's going to amp it up, and like I said, our W as well. Your W is your main source of damage on Vayne for single targets. 12% of their max health and true damage is absurd. That's why Vayne kills squishies and tanks pretty much at the same speed. If you're a tank, she's doing more true damage than you than physical. He's got nowhere to really go there. We can play for Herald and wrap this game up early. The best comps to deal against Vayne is things that just straight up counter auto attacks, like Jaxi, the Shen circle. Jax and Shen are annoying. Teemo Blind's annoying. Malphite's annoying because his Q is the same range as your autos, and it slows your movement speed, so it's hard for you to kite. He can also slow your attack speed with his E after he Rs you, so... Malphite, Teemo, Shen, Jax are all pretty annoying. Pantheon can be hard, but you can somewhat condemn him out of the air if you time it right, or if you get lucky. Cho'Gath isn't bad either, because any kind of tank isn't hard for the most part. Malphite's the hardest one because he slows your movement speed, point and click. And after he Rs you, he slows your attack speed by 50%, so... I'd say Malphite's the hardest tank to deal with, but he certainly can't solo you, generally. Like, he has to be really far ahead of you to be able to do that. This turret is blowing me apart. I gotta heal off something. Warwick is in our jungle on the other side of the map. I need to heal off this. Still not above half health. It's time to get some life still. You could go for Runons at this point. I think it's a little bit greedy, because having life still is just more valuable. A shield bow, for example. That way you never run out of health. You could go for shield bow, or Bork at this point. It doesn't have to be shield bow. Your mythics give you a lot of value the more completed items you have. We have 2 completed items right now, so it wouldn't be a bad time to get it. We get a plus 10 AD, plus 140 health. So shield bow is probably a bit better than Bork at this point in the game, especially since they don't have any real tanks for Bork's max health to do high value against. They have 3 dragons. How is that even possible? Bork's been top so much of this game, and our lanes did pretty well. Doesn't make a lot of sense. We're gonna have to definitely group for drag soul fight. I have no clue where this guy went. There he is. He burned his ghost for that. Nocturne gets the attachment. I'm gonna R. You get R extensions on Vayne for kills and assists. Got it. Hey, friend. Down you go. Very nice. Oh, he's gonna let me have it. That was nice of him. He didn't have to. He gets more XP from it. I say we Baron. We could do Baron right now. I could even tank it since I have true damage. I just don't think I have enough life still. Whoever's tanking Baron does 50% reduced damage, but that shouldn't interact with true damage. He could have spell shielded that for extra attack speed. Don't really want to get hit by the Baron's special attacks there. Nocturne, just stand farther away on your autos, my dude. You can't spell shield the Baron's normal auto attack. It has to be on his special attacks, like his knock up or his vomit. Warwick didn't have vision on me, so he doesn't have blood scent, even though we're below half health. I think it should always work, even if he doesn't have vision of you, because that's how noses work. You don't have to see something to smell it. But, you know, League of Legends Riot Balance team, they know what they're doing. League of Legends logic team. If you can't see it, how would he smell it? It's not like he's a dog or anything. My goodness. But yeah, Warwick has to have vision of you, drop below half health. And then once he has seen that, even if you break vision, he'll still have the trail, of course. But then once you get back above half health, and if you fall below half health without him seeing, then you won't get the blood scent. They're chasing this kill top. York's pretty strong, though. He's tanky. This is a lot of people. He got his R off on me too. It's not going to be enough though. We're really tanky. Gonna push her straight into the wall, and down she goes. You can cancel out a lot of your E animation with your Q. So if you start up your E, you can immediately Q. Or you can just flash, like we mentioned. I haven't really done that yet this game though. There hasn't been a point. If you're up against a wall and they're attacking you, you can E flash. So like E them, flash behind, and then peg them into the wall. Usually the best time to do that combo. As long as you get that stun, it's kind of hard to lose the fight at that point. Alright, York's looking for the end. Boy, oh boy. I'm gonna die to Warwick. I'm gonna reset so I don't die to Warwick. Triss did a lot of damage. She's 2.5 full item. I'm 2.5 full item. She had more. She has the same amount of items, but I was kind of like missing health and stuff. Got our shield bow now, and we'll be pushing for Bork. We can't afford the one part of it, so we'll get the lifesteal for now. Oh, we're gonna be so tanky. It's already given us like extra 140 health from the mythic passive since we have 2 other completed items, not counting boots. It has to be a legendary item, and boots don't count as legendary. I think Mej does though, which is kind of interesting because Mej and tier 2 boots are roughly the same cost. Mej is a little bit more. We have 236 AD and a whole lot of on-hit damage. They're missing all 3 inhibs. We'll play for soul and shove it on them. That was not a good condemn on my part. He's gonna try to arm me. Down he goes. He died in midair from my auto attack. Kind of funny. It's the thing about building HP. It's not very good versus Vayne. He has double HP items. Whenever I play things like Warwick or high HP melees, I always try to ban Vayne. She straight up ruins the game if you're building a lot of HP. She has 2.5 items. I guess we are 3 items still, but that wasn't close at all. She even has hella blades, so she could turn that on us really fast. Really high damage build. I like it a lot. It feels really, really good. Yo, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to part 2 of some Titanic Vayne in the top lane. This game, I think we're going to want to rush Rageblade. We have a massive ranged advantage on Illaoi for all ends. On top of that, Illaoi has a bunch of max health damage in her kit to where the more HP we build, she kind of just kills us faster. So we'll go Rageblade Titanic this time, which is honestly fine because Rageblade's really cheap. Only 2,600 gold. Way cheaper than any other item you can rush. So 800 gold cheaper than an Immortal Shieldbow rush or a Kraken. That's nearly 3 kills worth of gold. Quite a lot. For our runes, same setup. Lethal Tempo, Triumph, Alacrity, Coup de Grace with Conditioning, Overgrowth, Attack Speed, AD, and Armor. You absolutely want to take Tenacity versus Teemo, but since we're not against the Teemo, we have Alacrity. I recommend banning out Teemo because he's pretty unplayable. Teemo is really, really annoying. He has the same auto attack range as you and plus a 3-second blind dart. It's not fun. Generally, Alacrity is the way to go since we have the lethal tempo. We're going to go ahead and start with... If she's playing way too far forward, I'll start W. If she's playing smart, then I'll start Q. Oh, she's probably in that bush. If I had to guess, she's probably already positioned there. I'll just go ahead and start Q. W is more damage. Most players aren't gonna let you just sit there and mash on them though with a bunch of auto attacks. Auto attack Q reset. Her minions are still focusing meanwhile. I'm gonna Q out of that one. This is not a great matchup for Illaoi. She has to play from the back foot and she has to play really defensive. Got her level 2 now. I'm just gonna whoop her. I'm tanking her minions. Since I committed my ward to the brush, we could take a really good trade there. If I didn't ward the brush, if we have to walk into a melee champion in melee, that's never a good idea, even if you're Vayne. It's early levels, you're not going to win that, so we did have to commit our ward. We see Kindred's mid lane right now. Auto attack Q reset, got it. Nice, got it. Looks like I might be able to help my Jinx. She's out there really far though. She's probably gonna get the suicide. That's worth it though. She wasted a lot of Kindred's time. They didn't get any gold off of her. She only had a 10-second respawn. A recall takes 8 seconds. She's gonna get the base speed up since she died. We're gonna Q out of that immediately. We don't want to let her get any free licks on us. It's the only way she's gonna be able to kill us. Kindred's gonna be in the general area, so I gotta watch out for that. We're gonna float in single autos here. Oh, we took a turret shot, rip. I don't have a ward, otherwise I would wait for Kindred right now. She's probably in the general area too. So I'll break vision for a little bit. I'm not gonna miss a minion. We don't want Kindred to know we're here though. There it is, she's pushing. The wave's coming into me now. Her side reinforces first. Now I'm gonna make her use AoE to hit these minions. That's exactly what I wanted. Now it's coming to me thick and heavy. I'll slow it down. Break vision through brush. We're not very gankable, and we can chill on this wave. Look for an all-in with a ghost. She has slowly healed back up though. It's unfortunate. Took a turret, or I took a lot of damage for that. So her Q hit me. We missed 2 minions. Very cool. She's gonna want this cannon minion. I might be able to all-in her on it. Why does my cannon minion keep swapping aggro? I have no clue why Kindred's even there, but she is. I have no clue how long she waited in that brush for. That isn't really something. Legit, 20 CS, bro. She had to be there forever. 20 CS. That is really something. I actually just have to reset now. I'm missing way too much health. Literally 20 CS Kindred, dude. She's been in that bush for 10 years. We're going for Rageblade first. Pick up a potion, control word. That's how it's gonna be, dude. Literally, she sat in that bush for probably close to a minute. That's really something. Now I'm gonna punish this Illaoi. We're gonna hit 6 first, I think. Depending on how much XP Kindred took. My wave is pushing to her though, so I'm missing out on a lot of minions right now. As long as I hit 6 first, I could kill it really easily. Kindred might still be here is the crazy thing. She might come back. It's very possible. Yeah, we're about to hit it. She's trying to taunt me. I need to leave a ward in a forward brush so she can't sneak up and do that same crap that she was doing. Oh, she's literally here. Oh, it glitched. It said she was here, but now it's saying she's there. What the heck, League? What is this? It's so buggy. It's shoulder stepping out of the brush, but no. Yeah, why don't you chew on that, Illaoi? I already know Kindred's coming over here. I gotta go. I can't stay. I'm gonna get pinched. I need to collapse on. We'll just leave. It's whatever. That's how it's gonna be. We're legit not even playing against Illaoi. We're just playing against Kindred. Like, Illaoi isn't doing anything. Oh man, I didn't sign up for this. Tempted to just grab tier 2 boots. With how much we're getting ganked, having tier 2s would help a lot. Tier 2 boots are really good on Vayne anyways, getting the berserkers. We're gonna miss a lot of golden XP though. She's able to shove this in. Oh, we definitely could have soloed Kindred. We would have shredded her down in her R. She only has press attack. We have lethal tempo. We would have been full stacked. Her press attack would be on cooldown, and then we would have killed her. I was saving my E for once her R ended. Auto attack E reset. I am not missing cannon. You never want to use your E to last hit on Vayne. If it is a cannon minion though, you know, a cannon minion is a cannon minion, so it's not, you don't really want to be missing those. I'm worried she's just gonna keep coming back top. They're probably duo or something. Illaoi's trying to taunt me into... She's trying to taunt me into all-inning her, which is how I almost died when Kindred was deep brush camping for like a minute and a half. There's nothing Illaoi can do. She can't out-split push us. She can't solo us. She doesn't out-scale us. She's just typing a lot of nonsense, a lot of smack. She's gonna give me a good thumbnail though. Even if I have to play this really slow because I don't know where Kindred is. My team has dragon advantage. Both teams are playing kind of slow paced. There's not really many kills this game. We get off a triple auto. We'll float in some more. I don't know where Kindred is, so I'm keeping a really close eye on the minimap. Found it. I'm gonna keep it shoved. We can't really freeze from this position anyways. I'm on my health potion. Did not want to take a turret shot for that. The only reason it wasn't worth to take the turret shot, even though I was doing a lot of damage, is because Kindred's camping us. We're the only lane she's really ganked. I'm afraid she's gonna keep coming back. Don't see her on the map. Yep. She lived with 10 HP, no joke. 10 HP. You can't make that up. Illaoi hit me with 100 damage. That might have made the difference. I still have my flash and ghost though. Oh, that's so unfortunate, man. That's so unfortunate. We didn't have a very good E. I should have just pushed her into the wall. I wasn't sure if her R was up though. I could have just ran away in theory. I had tier 2 boots. That's my bad. Illaoi got the gold too. It's probably for the best that she got it and Kindred didn't. Kindred can do way more with gold than Illaoi in this type of matchup. Even if Illaoi had 5 kills right now, we could still solo her. All we have to do is save Tumble to dodge her soul pull and kite her out. Illaoi also burned her flash there, so... Where is that? I can't freeze it from this position, but I can certainly slow it down. I see where Kindred is. She didn't get any of the kill gold. Our CS advantage over Illaoi makes up for the loss from the kill. And I have my flash ghost to kill her. We're chilling. She's just waiting. She's willing to play patient. So I am willing to play patient. Oh, she actually got the soul pull there. I don't think she has her R though. I probably didn't need a ghost there, but it's whatever. She's not typing now. She gets soloed when she gets a million ganks, and now she has nothing to say. Interesting. Hey, look how many CS we missed. It's always interesting how that works. People got a lot to say, and then you solo them. That sucks. I could have potentially flashed and lived, but I don't know. I don't know if it would really be worth it. I hate dying like that, man. They're rotating so heavy. There's no kills happening this game. The only one dying is really me. I have 2 deaths, but at least I'm up CS. Looks like we can get Rage Blade. That's really good. We have Flash. I think Illaoi Flash might still be on cooldown. Regardless if it is or not, we'll be able to kill her with the Rage Blade. We'll head top. She may get a plate out of us if she has Turret Demolish. I was surprised to see Xerath coming. I wasn't really looking on the minimap. I really wanted to get plate gold out of that. I'm gonna have to queue for this. She didn't get gold for this plate. She wasn't close enough when it broke. She's not even gonna try to play versus me now, I don't think. Unless Kindred's here. Would not be surprised. I think our bot lane's too far behind to play the game. So she's just kind of forced to gank us. I should be able to kill her with Rage Blade though. Oh, cool. Yeah, she's literally topside. She's literally topside. She just took Herald. Is Xerath coming top too? Why is he pathing that way? She's dead. Goodbye, Illaoi. I will say, playing Vayne top, she's a really good bully versus melee champions. But if the enemy jungler giga camps you, it makes the game so much slower. Like, we've had to play like a paranoid Twitch jungle player most of this lane. It slows things down a lot. Otherwise, you can float in auto attacks on them constantly while they try to last it underneath their turret. Right now, I'm staring at the minimap while I do this. Like, I see her coming immediately. She has to R. I think she loses this. Yeah, she can't win it. For those of you wondering why it's so obvious, I have lethal tempo. She has pressed the attack. So if I can get her to pop R, she loses by default. Because when we come out of her R, I'm going to have a bunch of attack speed. And her press the attack is already going to be on cooldown. There's no way for her to win that. It's unwinnable. Yeah, later Xerath. Nice try, bud. But for real, how many times are we going to get ganked, dude? I think he's still coming. Alright, there he is. He's finally leaving. I'm going to lose my turret off that. Oh well. Titanic. Let's get that team mat rolling. I'll go ahead and pick up a blue word as well. We literally lose turret. No way, dude. No way. I will say Hullbreaker is not a good item versus Vayne. It gives a fudge load of armor and magic resist. Vayne has true damage though. She can cut through armor stack. Really straightforward. Armor stack is usually not the way to go to beat Vayne. You usually want mobility and burst to kill Vayne. On my way. I want Kindred instead. I want the ghost resets. I didn't want Kindred collapsing on me either. It just made sense to go for her. Illaoi would have taken longer to kill, and if Illaoi landed Soul Pull, she could have stalled out her death for a while. So instead, it's like, let's go for Kindred. He hasn't given us a single gank. He hasn't even pathed top in a meaningful way to assist us once. Now, with that being said, it hasn't necessarily ever been gankable since I've always had Illaoi on the pinch to where... But still. Kindred, it's never really been gankable for Kindred. She just hides in a bush for a long period of time until it is gankable. I guess we do have 2 dragons off of it, though. For some reason, their teams is all missing. Why is their team missing? Oh, it splashes off of tentacles. That is weird. Yeah, I hope that was worth it, Illaoi. Goodbye, Illaoi. All that smack talk for nothing. And she should have known. I guess she doesn't know no matter how many ganks she gets, she'll never be able to solo Vayne ever. Never, ever, ever. It's not possible. It is what it is. You can't play Illaoi into Vayne. If you're playing Illaoi into Vayne, your jungler has to stay in your lane permanently. Or you just dodge or accept defeat. Those are your only 3 options. Dodge, accept defeat, or get your jungler to indefinitely stay in your lane. Because the moment they leave, Vayne will eat Illaoi alive. Illaoi, Scion, Volibear, Gragas. No one really plays Gragas top anymore, though. Holy crap, we're missing so much CS. We hit her with some true damage there. We shouldn't overstay though. Sure enough, Zerat's coming over here. Very cool. He went for meta. That's actually pretty meta on Zerat. All he needs to get is a cheap kill or 2 with his R. Get that mesh stacking. Then he can play from the back line. He's one of the highest damage backliners in the game with the mesh stack up. Auto EQ. Your Q cuts out your E animation there. You can pinch off a quick auto EQ. He's not over here, and he's never gonna come over here. I might as well take these. Well, not to Ling is level 6 either. He's level 11. Auto attack Q reset. Down she goes. Push him right into the wall. Even if you don't get off the stun, if it's a melee champion, they're not usually going to be able to close distance to kill you effectively because you're moving so fast on your arm towards, if you're moving anywhere towards them, even if it's at an angle, that they're not even going to be able to get away unless they have absurd mobility, like a Phase Rush Hackermon Ghost or something. Zerath spazzing out here. I got to get out of here. I don't really know who's where. Oh, of course it's Wardis. Why not? I'm tempted to stay only because I have Ghost up. I realistically should back for my Titanic. We have a little bit of life still from our D-Blade. Not much, though. Not much. Well, I might come back top if she's foolish. Can destroy her with R and Ghost. Looks like she is not. Got our Titanic. We'd push into Bork at this point. They don't have anyone to burst me, so we don't need Shield Bow. If they have something like a Zed or a Kali Talon, you might need Shield Bow. Shield Bow in conjunction with 500 HP from Titanic's usually enough to keep you alive. They don't have anyone like that. It's time for us to group. Illaoi's not willing to play top anymore. I'll group on drag fights, otherwise I'll sit on the split. Drag isn't up for another 2 minutes. Someone's gonna have to come grab top. Illaoi's not willing to anymore. Two of the mid. Oh, hey, Sivir. I gotta kill her so fast. She thought I was gonna push her into the wall. I think Xerath might be rotating. I know Sona is. I don't want to fight Xerath and Sona. Yep, sure enough. Sure enough, there he is. It's really dangerous because if Xerath or Sona land their CC, then the other one will land it. Then I'm in a pretty tough spot. Everyone's top right now for some reason. I keep switching targets on accident. I accidentally switched targets like 4 times there. I wasn't getting very good value from my W. That fight didn't go well. We didn't have everyone in position, and the fight was just forced really hard. Really, really bad fight. She should go take that Mart. She really should go grab that real quick before Kindred can get there. Kindred's low too. She could probably kill Kindred if she just sets up and brush, hits her with a missile. She pulled the Raptors and decreased her own damage output for some reason. Because her little magic missiles. Oh, Kindred's dead. Kai'Sa's really strong right now too. She has Hell Blades. Kindred's below half health. She's going to be able to burst that really fast. I don't want to sell D-Blade. There's no point of selling D-Blade for a Vampiric right now when I'm about to be able to get my Bork anyways. I should have stayed on the outside. I went too deep on my Kai. I positioned as if I was going to kill all 5 of them, when I should have just positioned on the outside and been satisfied with 1 to 2 kills and staying alive. Because ultimately we don't need kills to win this. All we have to do is stay alive and they can't do anything. Yeah, accidentally swapping targets is really bad on Vayne. Oh, it's Dragon Fight. This is Soul. They just lost the game. If we get this, they actually just lose. Yeah. Playing against Ocean Soul is pretty hard. Yep, we got it. That's GG's. GG's, well played. I should have been there. I wasn't paying attention. I'm too tired of making silly mistakes. Down you go. I popped Ghost and R for that, so I'm moving really, really fast. I didn't want her to get away, and I wanted the red buff. I still have my flash too, so we'll have some really good surprise mobility on these guys. Xerath has a lot of mesh now. I might have to flash his stun to kill him. Well, apparently he had flash too. Right when I went in for him, and Illaoi, of course Illaoi types, why not? Right when I went in for the Xerath, Kindred showed up. I figured someone would be coming. I didn't think they'd be there that early. Shouldn't matter too much, because we can still solo anyone on their team, but like I said, we shouldn't really be dying like that. Tempted to go for Kraken instead of Immortal Shield Bow. 15 more damage, 5% more attack speed. Yeah, I can see Kraken making sense here. Maximize our damage output. They're taking this Baron really fast. He straight up just walked at them there. Yeah, that fight's not going well. That was not a pretty fight. Oh man, they got so much objective bounty gold there too, and Xerath's so fed. I need to stay alive on the split. If I die, we just straight up lose. The only one who's fed on our team is me and Kai'Sa. They're only 3 kills behind us now. Zerath no flash, though. I should be able to kill him. If he comes back to fight me, I'll flash his stun and kill him immediately. After you flash his stun, he has no way to get an 80 carry off of him, and he doesn't have Zhonya's either. Split push Vayne, let's go baby! Why our team dies for some reason, even though they have turret, but they're choosing to fight outside of the turret range. The question is can we get enough value here? Let's see. I think Zerath's backed. Oh, it's Illaoi. I don't know why they sent Illaoi back. She's like the one person who can't solo me at all. Like none of them can, but she's like the least likely to. Are you serious? He lived with like 50 health. Are you kidding me, dude? There's no way. Did we at least... Okay, we at least get tower. It's like, seriously, though. First Kindred in lane, she lives with like 10 health, and now Zerath lives with like 10 health. He would have lost 10 Mej as well. Alright. It's time to get rid of that D-Blade. We need some more damage. Jinx Ocean solo P, but she stood still to fire a rocket. And we have a Grasp Jinx mid lane. It makes sense why this game's close. Grasp Jinx mid, I can't imagine that makes a lot of sense, especially if you're going to build Shred and not Bruised or Tank. Whenever you build Grasp on a champion, you don't randomly build all-in Burst. That's like two opposite builds. Or all-in Shred, I should say. He Q'd too early. He still gets the kill. He didn't get the Q reset for whatever reason there, though. And of course, Illaoi's still typing, even though I killed her 1v2 underneath turret. Dude, players like that are just so... They're too much. They really are. The question is are they being ironic and self-aware, or are they being, like, actually serious is the question. Because one is a lot worse than the other. If they're not self-aware, then it's like it's a bit of an oof. She's just dead. Nice try. I'm gonna hit her with a good job. Good job, well played. I can't dive Zerath underneath turret. It's too hard. He's landing his skill shots. I apparently can't kill him. It's not possible for me to kill Zerath for whatever reason. They might just end here. Why is everyone dying? We're not even dying underneath turrets. We're just like randomly chasing and dying. That's the worst possible outcome when you're split pushing on any champion, is your teammates rushing the enemies like frantic bath salted drug addicts. It's like, what are you doing? Like, what was the urgency in that situation? You were desperate to fight 2v2 to the death when you've consistently been losing. Makes no sense. It doesn't add up. Okay, cool. We get inhib here. We might lose Elder for it, though. It's worth to lose Elder. Wait, they don't... I don't think they even lose Elder. They all rotated. Oh, they all came back for it. Kai'Sa just needs to keep running. It's obvious where they're gonna go to. Oh, thank God he wasn't within the vision. Kindred no R. Go, ye go! He's not staying on her. Oh, that was so bad. Oh my gosh, that was so badly played. I don't know if he could have played it any worse than he did. He used Q's to close distance when he's already almost in melee range. Oh man. That's unbelievable. That was really unfortunate. This game's actually so losable, and it shouldn't be, but it is. Because we have a Grasp Jinx mid who built 80 carry items with Grasp, because Grasp is highly inefficient on ranged champions. It's 40% as effective, or reduced. Yeah, it's 60% effective on range champs. I keep dying on the split. Their whole team's rotating. It sucks, man. Now they're in the winning position. I've basically just been in the winning position. Now I'm looking at my teammates, 6'10", 312, 2.5. I don't think they've ever been losing. I think we've just been so fed that it felt like we were winning even when we weren't. And they're probably just going to end right here if I had to guess, underneath our turret. They might reset for me. It's really challenging to fight Elders, though. Elder is really, really strong. Oh, nice. Team got a pick. Kai'Sa's doing well. I got a really bad wall stun. I was trying to stun her that way, but she changed angles. We did get her GA, which is nice, but still not good to be dying with how long death timers are right now. Oh, what a game, dude. What a game. Full build Kindred. I'm not even full build. She's got 23 kills. Tempted to go Randu's. It just doesn't make sense to go it, even though they have double crit on their team. I can solo Kindred. I can solo Sivir. I didn't have my R. I didn't land stun. If I had either, she would have been dead. And we have less items. It's because she has press the attack once again. Storm Razor? I don't want Storm Razor. I want, I guess, Bloodthirster. We might need a team fight here. Did he rage quit? Did he actually rage quit? That's unreal, dude. I think he actually gave up. Incredible. Playing out a 30-minute long game, and he got his vagina in a twist and quit. What an absolute degenerate this Master Yi. Imagine playing a 30-minute long game just to get your feelings hurt or to feel sad and then you quit. That is just so pathetic. I understand, like, quitting at the start, you're frustrated, oh, the game's over. But imagine dragging yourself through a 30-minute long game and you're at the finish line and you're like, ugh, I quit. That's just such degeneracy. It should be GG's though. We got a nice little fight off there with our Ghost. Got some R extensions, Ghost extensions off the Illaoi. Illaoi actually won us the game. Holy moly. Easy win. Let's look at the graphs. Looking at damage ultimate champions, we had the second most in the game technically behind the Kindred. Looking at damage taken, we were up there. Looking at runes, really high value. Playing Vayne with Titanic is an absolute huge amount of fun. And it's really, really strong because it gives you the split push option. Without Titanic, Vayne splits terribly. If you guys enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. My name is Kingsticks. Thank you for watching, and I'll catch you guys next time.